have you gotten your seeds yet? And if you have, comment below and let me know if you have or not. If you haven't, I highly suggest that you get on it ASAP. A lot of the seed companies are running low due to the pandemic. Everybody's starting to get on the bandwagon with growing their own food and things like that. So if you're one of those people that are wondering about growing your own food, don't wonder anymore. Just do it. You'll be glad that you did, put it that way. I know I was last year. I had no idea that the pandemic was coming at the time when I did decide. But as soon as I started doing it and the pandemic came, I knew that I was on the right track. So I gotta tell you, one day I was at the thrift store and I came across this little box. Actually, I'll grab it. This little box right here. I thought, geez, what's in there? I thought recipes. I thought for sure it's probably a box full of recipes because it's so old. So when I opened it up and checked inside, it was prayer cards. Morning breakfast prayer cards is what it said in the front. So every morning you pick a card and it gives you scripture. So today, I'll read it to you. Today says, "He who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city." That's Proverbs 16, verse 32. And a soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. Isn't that the truth? Proverbs 15, verse 1. Love it. Watch yourselves. Back up. Come on, back up. Fresh water for you. Hi. Good morning, ladies. Hope you had a good night. You thirsty? Hello, ladies. Don't want me to take the eggs out, huh? Okay. I'll leave yous for a little bit. They get a mixture of grain, and I also, for extra protein, which I need to get more, but I get them some millet and sunflower seeds and whole wheat, pure whole wheat. It's a brisk winter morning here in New Brunswick, Canada, but it's still a perfect day. Why? Because this is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. So today's a good day also because I pick up my first ever, well, I've ordered meat off of them before, and that's where I've always gotten my beef from. But I've never actually ordered a quarter cow or a half a cow or anything like that. So this is the first time I ordered a quarter cow, and it's going to be about 160 pounds worth of different cuts of beef, and so I'm pretty excited about that. So I'll take you along with me to pick that up. Oh, what do you want, Tika? You got a ton of balls all around, and you got to play with this tore up soccer ball. So the drive is an hour and 10 minutes or so, so I'll be there in a half an hour. But I just love this drive out to go get it because it's out in the country. So, but just the landscape is so beautiful, and I love watching, or like looking at all the mountains and the snow on top of the mountains, the snow on the trees. It's just beautiful. I wanted to just also say that I'm so grateful that the area that I'm in, there's so many farmers everywhere, and getting to know your neighbor, like, you don't hear of that nowadays. Nowadays everybody just keeps to themselves, and of course due to COVID we're forced to do it even more, just keep to ourselves and stay in our own little bubble and things like that. I just, when you live out in a country community, everybody has the same mindset of being there for one another. It's a blessing, that's for sure. So I guess my message is get to know your neighbors. Get to know, find out what they do, find out who they know, stuff like that. Because you just never know, you just might need them one day. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's right over here. There's a lot of farmers down there. But yeah, just mountains and trees upon trees. But I love this farmer that I'm going to be going to pick up my quarter cow today. I've been buying off of them for at least a year and a half. Definitely a year, but I'm pretty sure a year and a half now. And the quality of their meat is second to none. It, like, one out of 5, it's a 6. Put it that way. When you see the meat in the store, it doesn't even look fresh. And just for the heck of it, I had purchased some ground beef, and just to compare it again, and when I opened up the middle, it was brown. So I knew that they had just topped up the hamburger, rewrapped it, and put it back on the shelf for somebody like me to purchase it. We think we're getting fresh beef, and because it looks all red and all that. And actually, I saw a video. I was watching a video on YouTube, and they were showing how stores mask their meat to make it look fresh, and the things that they inject, I couldn't believe it. It was disgusting. Same with the chicken. They were injecting a jelly-like formula. I don't even know what was all in it, but they were injecting this to plump it up. And same with the shrimp. They were doing the same thing with the shrimp. It was disgusting. So you just never know what to trust anymore, especially within the food industry. I highly suggest that you go onto Netflix and you watch documentaries on the food and how they process our food. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So we got 20 minutes before we get there, and I'll see you there. Okay, here I come. Just about to pull up to Anderson's farm. Bumpy. is at the tractor. Hey, puppy. Is that right? What are you guys doing with that horse over there?
Oh, they're just trying to break her, I guess.
Oh, are they?
Just cold. Horses around here, there's money. There we go.
Awesome. Thank you.
You won't go down. Come on, girl. No.
Yeah. How old is she?
Is she 2-year-old? Okay.
She's 3.
Come on, Ruby. Step
Three
up.
in July.
Come on, Ruby.
She's a
Come
more.
on, Ruby.
That's
So that went smooth. That went well. That's Reuben. Good fella. One thing though, the butcher forgot to add the bones. So I take the bones for my dog, and they forgot to give me those. So that's the only downfall. So I'll have to pick them up next time I order. Just boil them up a little bit and then give them to Tika, and she's happy for quite a while. So anyway, but other than that, I can't wait to get the meat home and we'll unpack it together. Okay? So I'm on my way back. We'll see you when I get there. Okay, let's see what we have here. Move that out of the way. So the cuts I mostly went for were steaks and roasts and ground beef. So let's see here. We've got round steak. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. You lay it out here. It says T-bone. Look at that T-bone. And that's a T-bone steak. T-bone. Sirloin tip roast. About 3 pounds. Nice. Cross rib roast. Look how nice and lean it is too. That's what you get for grass-fed. Oh, okay, so we got more burger in this one. I got a feeling they just kind of sporadically put the ground beef in all the boxes. So I think there's steaks and roasts under here too. Okay. Let's see here. Sirloin steak. Let me turn you here a little bit. There we go. I think, yeah. Okay. Rib steak. There's another one. Rib steak. Okay, and there's another one. Rib steak. Everyone's favorite, sirloin steak. These are big packages. Okay, a prime rib roast. I love it. Cross rib roast. Look at these. Love it. And another one, prime rib roast. Okay. I'm gonna have to move the burger. These are all packaged in 1 pound. 1 pound packages. Yeah, I was right. They've got ground beef sporadically mixed into all the boxes. Okay. Oh, look at these. Nice. I'm gonna bring it to the box first so you can see what I see when I open it up. Look at that. Okay. So I'll bring it up here. Okay. I have round steak. And there's another package. A couple T-bones in there. Nice T-bone. Sirloin tip steak. And another one. There's some more. Everybody's favorite, rump roast. There's another one. Oh. These are really good cuts. And another one. So we go through a lot of ground, so So yeah, as I was saying about the seeds, I have, first of all, it's more than just seeds too. Back in July, I think it was July or August of 2020, I decided to go back online to Amazon and order a few extra items that I'm probably going to need for the following year. Namely, the landscaping fabric. So the stuff I had purchased before was really good, and I thought, well, I'll go on there and I'll order some more. When I went on there, I was surprised to see that they were out of stock. And this is a big company, like huge. So, because I'm not affiliated with them, I'm not going to really say their name yet. But anyway, so I was surprised that they were sold out. So I went and ordered from another company, and when that stuff came, I wasn't too happy with it. It was, to be honest, it was crap. And it was no good. So, and it ripped and teared and really easily and things like that. So I wasn't happy. So I went back to that other company, and it said that you could pre-order, and so that's what I did. So like I said, July or August, I didn't get what I ordered until last month. So that is 6 months that I had to wait for the product that I wanted. So get online and shop now and order now, because who knows what the supply chain is going to be like come springtime. So a lot, if you're noticing on YouTube's YouTube channels, a lot of people are talking and emphasizing on getting your supplies, getting your seeds, getting your fertilizers, things like that, because it's running low. So definitely get on the bandwagon if this is something that you are looking to do. Also, I'm really excited about is that I was watching another YouTuber, and she had an awesome case to organize all her seeds. And I said, I've got to get one of those because I had a box full of my seeds, and they were just kind of like thrown in there and no organization whatsoever. And I need organization for this girl to operate. So let me show you what I've got here. 16 cases in here, and you open her up, and it's got these little containers. Just like that. And you put all your seeds. And then it comes with a labeler, or label stickers. And so I did the sticker here, wrote what was inside, and ta-da! Oh, just like that. So I've got spaghetti squash, bush beans, pole beans, squash, broccoli, cauliflower, radishes, and peppers. I don't grow very many beets, so I put beets and kidney and black beans together. So I've got that. Turn you here. Yeah. Onions, lettuce and kale and spinach together. Tomatoes, peas, cucumbers, different types of zucchinis, and carrots. These are probably the most common vegetables that we grow here in New Brunswick. They're cool weather vegetables, so they're easier for us to grow. So I highly suggest that you do that. So I also made out a list for myself of when to start planting these seeds. So I'm gonna run through the list with you and tell you when I've got to do this. So my bell peppers, I have to start them inside. Sorry, here we go. I've got to start them inside between March 21st and 28th. And my broccoli, I have to start indoors between the same time, March 21st to 28th. I've got to start my cabbage indoors, same time, 21st to the 28th of March. Cauliflower also indoors. And my, cauliflower is indoors March 21st to the 28th. Cucumbers indoors. I have to start them April 18th to 25th, so within that time frame. My lettuce, I have to start indoors between April 11th to the 18th. My zucchini, I start them indoors April 18th to the 26th. And my husband wants to try sweet potatoes, so he's going to be doing that actually. And you have to start them between February 6th and 12th. And then tomatoes. Tomatoes, I got to start indoors between March 21st to the 28th. And I can't transplant them into the garden until anywheres between March 24th to June 1st. So that's going to be a little while. And my beans, I'm going to start them April 11th to the 18th. Outdoor planting, where I can just put the seed right in the ground. So before I do put them outside and plant my direct sow, I have to make sure that I check my soil temperature. And here it says 15 degrees Celsius at 4 inches deep before I can put them in. So what I'm going to put in is potatoes, transplant my spinach and my lettuce, my peas, my broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, squash, radishes. Radish I can go seed and put it right into the ground. Cucumber and my corn and onions. Carrots I'm going to start actually a little bit earlier. I can do them between April 12th and May 10th. Well, if I'm going to be direct sowing on June 1st, I think I'm just going to put the carrots in probably a week before. So, also, I had to make a note that most tomatoes and most peppers, they need at least 90 to 100 days of growth before I can harvest them. Now, that makes a whole lot of sense where last year when I looked at my peppers and how bad I was having a really hard time with my peppers. And I couldn't understand. I was giving them all the nutrients and fertilizer and all that. But what I didn't know is that they really don't like hot weather. And I thought something like that needed warm weather. So in the middle of the grow season, I transplanted them from out of my garden into my greenhouse. And my greenhouse was average anywhere from 35 to 40, if not 45. I seen it on our hottest week that we had. And I just kept them hydrated, lots of water. And turns out that stunts the growth. So I'm not going to do that again this year. So I'm going to have a special spot now that I understand that they don't, they like a cool soil. So they do like having 6 to 8 hours of sun, but they do need some shade so that it keeps the, or you can also put mulch down around the plant. So I'm probably gonna do straw, things like that in between my plants. So that's gonna be, that was a learning experience to know that peppers and tomatoes really don't like a whole lot of heat. So I was mistaken there, so that's good. Now I know, right? The joys of learning. But the other vegetables that I'm going to be doing, carrots and squash and things like that, cucumbers, all of them are, they prefer a cooler temperature in the soil, but they do like the full sun. So I've got my plans for my garden. I'm going to place them in different boxes compared to where they were last year. And I've got some garlic growing, so I can't wait to see my garlic come up in the springtime. I've never grown garlic before, so this is going to be another new experience. But yeah, everybody is telling everybody on YouTube who is gardening to get your seeds, whether it's online or at Walmart or any of your garden centers that are starting to open up. Some may already be opened in your area, so I would strongly suggest that you get in there and get your seeds as soon as possible. Get all your material and things like that you're going to need to grow your vegetables this year. Another thing that I'd like to emphasize also is the meat production. If you're in an area where you can find some farmers that sell beef or your pork or chicken, if you're not raising your own chickens, I strongly suggest that you do your research, get to know your local farmer. You're gonna want to know who they are and what they sell, because we're gonna need them. I know we're gonna need them. I just have this deep sunk feeling that we're gonna need our local farmers, and they need our support as well. So it may be a little bit more expensive compared to the stores, but at least you know it's fresh meat and it's been taken care of. And fill up your freezer. You won't regret it. You will not regret it.
Well, friends, that's it for now. I want to thank you for coming to visit us. I hope you enjoyed it. Your support means a lot, and I couldn't do it without you or your support. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss another video. And be sure to share our video with your friends and family so that we can grow together. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next video. Take care, and God bless.